Hello, it is me, T Killjoy, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, we are back playing Skyrim, and we are asking the question, can you beat Skyrim as an alchemist? So the rules are very simple. We can only use an iron dagger because we need to be able to poison a weapon. So the choice is an iron dagger. We cannot upgrade our weapons at all. We can use any armor we like. And pretty much from there, it doesn't really matter too much. I decided to add a little bit of an extra challenge, and we would have to get to level 100 in Alchemy before we can beat the game. We name ourselves the Alchemist, of course, because, well, we're an alchemist. So let's get into how this went. We get saved by a dragon because, you know, he couldn't just let us die, and, you know, then he could have ruled the world, but no, he decided to save us instead. We show off our skills with a dagger inside the caves. Stormcloaks pretty much go through the entire cave with no issues. We make it out of the cave, get told to start sneaking. Instead, we ignore that prompt, and instead, we go and kill some bandits. The better my one-handed skill is, the better time I'm going to have with this challenge. So we go on a bit of a bandit killing spree through the usual places. Pretty much just that one place and then the mine. So, the Embershard Mine. Enemies are pretty susceptible to poison, and that is why this playthrough was really the most fun. Was just being able to slay things with just absolutely no issues with poison. We take our first perk in the Alchemist tree. And we do a tad bit of alchemy by eating a bunch of stuff we found on the ground. We see that we can now craft a bunch of potions, but not quite yet, so we're off to Bleak Falls Barrow, where we once again slay even more bandits. They pretty much were really no challenge. It's mainly just the fact that the Iron Dagger has such, like, small damage, and it is one of the most common weapons in the game. Now the Frostbite Spider, yeah, this thing was a bit annoying to kill. It took quite a bit to kill them. Luckily, I did level up during the fight, and so I was able to use that to heal up before I could die. I could have used a health potion, but instead I didn't. We of course take a second perk in the one-handed tree, where we start doing just that little bit more damage that is enough to win the fight. Draugr, alright, let's talk about Draugr here, alright? So, Draugr are completely resistant to all poisons, meaning that I will never be able to poison the Draugr. So I can only kill them just by sheer willpower and strength alone with a one-armed weapon. So, yeah, this is gonna suck, and we do kill Draugr quite a bit. So we assassinate an assassin because, well, we did something that pissed somebody off. We head over to Arcadia and buy up all of her ingredients, because we are going to need them. We also buy her recipes, so I can then figure out how to make potions that I probably will not make. We then do our first bit of potion making. It's not much, but it'll definitely help in the long run for getting to level 100. Now, I will say that a good portion of this is quite grindy, but I will explain what happens later on. We approach Jarl Balgruuf, then head to Farengard's home. We already have the stone, yada yada. Go kill a dragon. You know, it's the usual Skyrim stuff. But really quickly, I just want to say that we are using JS gold coins and bags. That is the mod featured in this episode, and it really makes your gold coins really have that shine. So, now we are off to slay some lovely bandits, or maybe not so lovely after all. But, yeah, enjoy the bandit time lapse. then, after our lovely bandit killing spree, it's time to head to the plantation, and the reason why we're going to do this quest line is because at the end of it we get rewarded the plantation, and this will be the perfect place to grow all of our ingredients for potions. So we kill a ghost and discover that he was killed by poison. We find a child's toy, activate a button revealing a secret room where we find another dead person. Another ghost attacks us, where we quickly dispatch of her. Not sure how we're stabbing ghosts, but alright. Find another book, where we have to go now find what happened to Rin, which is very simple. That was the sword. The kid died, unfortunately. They perished by trying to kill a wolf. So we then tell the child that their family can rest in peace, and we are rewarded with the plantation. Now this will begin a very long portion of grinding. Go to Arcadia, train our alchemy skill up to 39. Head back to your Bograph because we need a steward for our plantation. And of course Lydia would be rewarded right after this. So we claim Lydia and have her as our steward of the plantation. It's now time to do a bit of crafting and a bit of collecting. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff to collect, and I cut out a good portion of this because otherwise it would be potions and collecting, and it was just too much, so we just kept portions. And this would also be a money farm because, yeah, every few days you can come back and you get like 3,000 gold. So gold is no longer an issue now. So after we had finally gotten the farm up to where we wanted it to, so we simply start creating potions and with all of the ingredients, and as you can see we will level up fairly quickly from this. And money is not really an issue because we can just sell all the potions we make to Arcadia. So really, that's really going to be our process, is we make potions, we sell them to Arcadia, we train with Arcadia until she can no longer train us. We may even buy a few potions here and there. We train up to 54 with Arcadia, and then we go back to selling, and then it's straight back to the farm and to collect all of our ingredients, so then we can make even more potions. So as you can see, that is what this is going to be about. So enjoy the lovely music for making potions, and enjoy. Well, now it was time to head to Riften because we had Well, I honestly got bored of just making potions, so we killed Grelod the Kind because we are going to get infiltrated into the Dark Brotherhood so we can talk to Babette, I believe is her name. She will train us all the way as far as she can take us, which I believe is 90. We talk to Aventus Aretino, tell him that we have killed Grelod the Kind for him, even though we are not a part of the Dark Brotherhood. He gives us a plate that is worth, I think, 35 gold. We then get taken by the Dark Brotherhood, and we are told that we have to kill one person from the group of 3. She talks. So we kill all 3. We kill every single one. Because we're not taking chances there. So, we get told where the black door is. We tell the door, silence my brother. I'm not sure who's speaking to us here, but someone is. We head inside, talk to Babette. She gives us our training. And then we level up to 100 the rest of the way with some potions. It's now time to head up to High Hrothgar. And with all of our potions, even frost trolls are absolutely nothing. We answer the Greybeard's summons, where they train us in things like Whirlwind Sprint. After the training, we are off to get a Horn of Jorgen Windcaller. Once again, we come across Draugr, and if you remember what I said before, Draugr cannot be poisoned. So I just simply have to just whittle them down. Spiders, however, can be poisoned. And they are actually quite easy to kill if you poison them. So being at level 100 alchemy, my poisons are quite strong. Mix that with the fact that my one-handed skill is quite strong as well, and we've got a power combo. We then read a mysterious note, find out that the horn is not there, and someone has stolen it. Fun fact, we beat Skyrim as an alchemist while also avoiding the Dragonborn DLC. Like, the entire time we avoided the cultists. I am pretty happy with that. Head to Delphine, the absolute worst. She tells us she's the one who stole the horn, and she doesn't believe we're Dragonborn, and we have to go kill a dragon to prove it to her and take its soul. So we kind of grind out the dragon's health, slay it with no problems, and Delphine says it's time to head into the Thalmor embassy. So we're infiltrating, and we need to bring everything. Because we need our poisons, and we need our dagger, and we need our armor. And for some reason, I also give him my ingredients. I guess I thought there would be somewhere to do potions. Talk to Razalan, get him to create a bit of a distraction. Well, like make a fool of himself. Thalmor soldiers, yeah, these guys, not a problem with poisons. Literally just drains their health with nothing. Like, I thought that was insane how quickly I was able to take these guys down. Even the wizard, no problem. Just one poison. We save Malborn. He doesn't seem very grateful, but we save him anyway. Head back to Delphine. Tell her that we're looking for a man named Esbern, and he's hiding out in Riften. So, we then take on Hunan Blackskeever and Droff, where they are also very susceptible to poison. So, once again, no problems. We talk to Esbern, he talked about the end of the world, and I tell him, shut up, you old coop, we're leaving. And I have to save you and take you back. So, we head back to Delphine, and Esbern talks about Skyhaven Temple, the next place we gotta go. Once again, poison against human enemies. Not difficult whatsoever. In fact, the Force Horn actually died faster with poison. They can't do it. We then cut ourselves for some sort of ritual. Or maybe, I don't know, something. We open a door, find out that the Old Nords had used a shout. to take down Alduin. Head back to the Greybeards, they shouted us a bit, and then we're learning Clear Skies to head up to the top of the mountain. We learn Clear Skies that after staring at the floor, greet Parthenax as he asked. He tells us about an Elder Scroll, and that is the only way to learn. So we have the Septimus Signus, where he tells us where we can find an Elder Scroll, and he gives us the stuff to do so. Dwarven spider workers are resistant to poison, but they really don't hurt that much. Jadar, very susceptible to poison. So, once again, not a difficult fight. He even tried to heal himself here, but did not work. Dwarven spheres, I mean, there's not really much to say about them. It's kind of just hitting them and grinding out their health. And by this point, my armor is pretty good, so I'm not worried too much. We use Become Ethereal to get down as fast as we can once again. Take down a spider with a poison. Thalmor as well are very susceptible to poison. So really, Blackreach was a breeze, except for the Dwarven Centurion, which we did take on. It was just a lot of slashing at him, but we did take him on. We took on Umana primarily because I wanted her steel armor. So we kill her and take her steel armor. And now's the time of the video when I tell you to subscribe if you haven't already. Our numbers are getting up there. I'd love to hit 1500 by the end of the year. That would be awesome. So road to 1500, guys. But other than that, the amount of you that are subscribed compared to the amount of you that isn't subscribed that watch my videos is really low. I think it's around 2%. So let's get that up. Anyway, back to the content at hand. We then do a so-called puzzle to get the Elder Scroll. It's more of a glorified press button simulator where you just have to memorize a certain flow of numbers. 1421, I believe, is the combo. Head back to the top of the mountain and learn Dragon Rend. And now it's time to face Alduin for ourselves. He is also susceptible to poison. And really, the fight here is just really long. Like, this is just a really long fight. We head back to Jarl Balgruuf because we need to talk to him about trapping a dragon in the castle. He tells us no, and so we're off to set up a peace council. Talk to Arngir, he agrees that they can set up a peace council. Once again, find the cultists in the city, avoid them. Talk to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak and tell him that he needs to come to the peace council because, well, he needs to. Same with General Tullius. He needs to come to the peace council, and we're going to talk about dragons. And once again, we're not going to talk about the peace council. It's really boring, and I hate doing it every single time. But we talk to Esbern after the peace council. He tells us that we need to shout to the heavens for Odahviing. So we do as we're told, trap Odahviing in Whiterun, and we somehow convince him to not eat us and instead fly us to Skuldafn. So we are off to Skuldafn. At Skuldafn, the Draugr once again only prove a bit of a problem because I can't poison them. I cannot poison them, so I kind of just have to grind out their health, and well, my level's kind of high at this point. What the fuck just happened? Anyway, after that weird thing, we make it into Sovngarde. We fight Tassoon, where he is not ready to face my deadly poisons. Talk with three very old people that look like they haven't even aged, surprisingly. And we're off to kill Alduin a second time, where we keep him on the ground the entire time. He does not take off a single time. We take down Alduin, and that is the fight. We then retire to our lovely plantation, and we can indeed beat Skyrim as an alchemist. So if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.